Well, hello there. Welcome to Meeting Expectations. Well, what we do here is we take a look at a can of beer, a bottle of beer, sometimes a wine or a spirit might drop by. We're all friends in fermentation. We take a look at the label, we read the label, all the words, we look at the artwork, we see what they're trying to sell us, we crack it open and see if it meets expectations. First of all, though, all beer should be served at the correct temperature. Lagers between 37 and 47 degrees Fahrenheit, and ales between 50 and 55 degrees. I use a ThermoWorks thermometer to test all of the beers we taste here at Meeting Expectations. Also, all of our beers are presented in the same glassware. That way nobody has a leg up when it comes to clarity or aromatics. And finally, most folks will do a tasting. They will take a look. They will sniff, and they will sip, and they will pontificate. Well, I'll pontificate, don't you worry, but I sip before I sniff. Why? I'll let wine expert Fred Dax explain it all to you. He does a lot better than I do. All right, what do we got here today? From the Grimm Brewing Company. I always love that name, Grimm. The Grimm Brewing Company, we have Crispy India Pale Ale. They're lighter than air. It says, this ultra crispy refresher is gassed up with just the right amount of snappy Cashmere, Citra, Simcoe, and Falconers flight hops to give you a lift. Keep cold, drink now. 5.3% alcohol by volume. A government warning, according to the Surgeon General, I should not be operating heavy machinery and be a pregnant woman. It is brewed by Grimm Artisanal Ales, Brooklyn, New York. All right, boy, it has a look at a very refreshing looking label on that. And the list of hops here: Cashmere, Citra, Simcoe, and Falconer's Flight. That, I tell you, it's going to be an interesting flavor combination. But I'm looking forward to it. Since it says it is a crispy India Pale Ale, it might be a little hazy, but I think that it'll be a full-bodied, and I mean full-bodied, and the hops might settle back a little bit. This one might be a little light on the hops, but I think on the flavor. But the aromatics are really going to kick butt. Let's crack it open and see if it meets those expectations. All right, well, it certainly looks like what we've got. Let's see what temperature it is. Okay, we are at 49 degrees Fahrenheit, which is right at the edge. Well, it looks like an IPA. Let's see if it tastes like an IPA. You notice I took 2 sips. Well, that's because it's around 2:30 in the afternoon and my taste buds have had a siesta. They needed to be woke. Well, they're woke now. Let's see what the olfactory friends have to say. It's really not, I'm not getting a lot of aromatics. I'm surprised. Well, there they are. That's it. It is. That's an interesting combination of both the floral and the spicy, which is kind of interesting, but it is very difficult to pick out any individual hop in that aroma. Let's see what the taste buds have to say. A light-bodied beer, refreshing beer, and the hops are wow. There's all kinds of different flavors happening. Also, there's the spikiness and the slight bitterness and a little sour. There's a lot of flavor going. This is a real thinking man's beer. But the funny thing is, it is so refreshing that you want to just quaff it. But the flavor just kind of says, "Well, slow down, friend. Enjoy this one." Okay, well, does Grimm lighter than air? Well, I wouldn't call it lighter than air. You know, it's kind of ethereal in the way you have to think about beer. Okay. Lighter than air, crispy India Pale Ale. Meet expectations? It certainly did. If you enjoyed this presentation, please click on the subscribe button and the bell. That way you won't miss any of our presentations. A thumbs up would be great, and don't forget to share us with your friends. Oh, and by the way, I'm thinking about maybe saying, giving the beers a grade, say 0 to 10. What do you think of that idea? Please, comment in the comments box below. I'd appreciate that, and we'll see what happens. I'm Pete LaFrance, the Old Growler, hoping all of your beers meet expectations.